Hey guys, it's Danny. So I'm about to go in Costco and do a little shopping, but I just wanted to let you guys know I do not do my week-to-week shopping at Costco. I usually come here, I'd say about quarterly, and I like to buy things to stock up the pantry and to stock up the freezer. So when you come here, the one tip I will give you is don't come to Costco in a hurry. Give yourself some time to meander the aisles. It's a really big store and they have a lot to offer. So give yourself some time to explore the options and enjoy the process. Okay guys, so we just got back from Costco. I ended up spending $225 and I want to show you what I got with my money. So the first thing I have here is a nice big case of seltzer water, also known as soda water. I love having this on hand. We drink it all the time because, as you guys know, I don't do soda anymore. I used to do it back in the day. Every now and then I'll buy one, but I mostly do not drink soda and I definitely don't keep it in the house. So we drink a lot of seltzer water instead. I like to drink it with a little bit of lemon and lime squished into it. My kids love to drink it with a splash of cranberry or blueberry concentrate. So that's a great one there. If you guys have kids and they drink a lot of juice, doing like a little seltzer water juice concentrate combination is a great way to cut back on the sugar. Do 3/4 of a way of the seltzer water and just a splash of the juice on top. And it's insanely delicious for adults too. Over here I have some sweeteners. I bought some real organic maple syrup and then I bought some unfiltered raw honey. Now I try to stay away from refined sugars as much as I can, and I like to use maple syrup and honey when I'm baking. So you'll notice in a lot of my recipes, I use one of the two to sweeten the recipes. And I'll even use like the honey. I recently made a cranberry relish and I used that in it. I also use it in my cranberry sauce. It's a good alternative when you want to sweeten something and you don't want to use refined sugars. The maple syrup will also put on top of some pancakes in the morning. My kids love to drizzle it on top of my protein pancakes, especially the pumpkin protein pancakes. Okay, next up I have a big old bag of avocados. Now I don't do a lot of produce at Costco because I'm usually going there for my pantry and my freezer. So I usually have plenty of produce at home already, and because Costco sells everything in such big quantities, it's only the four of us, we tend to steer away from that. But I do love the avocados because we eat a lot of avocados in our house. So my husband always throws them in my kids' smoothies in the morning. Somehow he's kind of become the kids' smoothie maker in my house. I like to smash it on top of some toast with a little bit of red pepper flake. I've also been making this salad lately where I chop up chicken with a bunch of raw vegetables, and then instead of mayo or Greek yogurt, you just mash up the avocado as your fat. So it's dairy-free and it's delicious. So avocados are very popular in my house. And also super simple, I just cut them in half, take the pit out, a little bit of salt, and then my kids will eat them with a spoon right out of the shell, right out of the skin. I do it too. So it's a great snack and insanely delicious. Over here we have the squeezy applesauces on the go. That one's not for me. My kids like that one. And you know what? When we're on the go or we're in a hurry, it's really convenient, especially if I'm picking them up from school and then they have to go to gymnastics or some type of activity after school. I'll grab one of those with a cheese stick and we're ready to go. They're both easy on the go snacks. Then back here I've got the Kind bars. This is a variety pack. So you get half of the dark chocolate sea salt and then you get half of the vanilla Kind bars. I don't know if you've tried the Kind bars before. They are delicious and they're basically just nuts and seeds and they have really low sugar. So each bar is either 5 grams or less of sugar. And if you ever are buying bars out of convenience, you know that 5 grams is really low for a bar. So I'm a big fan of the Kind bars. They're yummy and my son likes them. My daughter not so much, but my son really likes them. Okay, over in the front here, I have little fresh individual packed mozzarella balls. I have never bought those before, so I've never tried them before, but my friend Julie, who also has 2 little kids, buys them all the time, and she said that her kids love them, so I thought we would give them a try. Because personally, I would love my kids when they want a snack to go for some fruit or some cheese any day of the week over then heading into the snack drawer. So I'm gonna give those a try. And if they don't like them, I'm not worried about it because I know I like it and I'm sure my husband will like it too. Back here I have some Amy's Organic Lentil Soup. Now you guys have heard me talk about the soup before. I really like this soup. I always have some in the pantry because I personally think canned soup is a great option when you're in a rush or you don't have a plan or you just don't feel like cooking. It's definitely a better option than ordering in. And if you have a few extra minutes or if you feel like putting just a little bit of extra effort into it, you could do the kicked up can of soup, right? I showed you that in both of these videos over here, where I either add some fresh chopped garlic and onion and then some type of green, whether it's some kale that I had ready to go in my fridge or a big handful of baby spinach that's all washed and prepared. So it literally only takes 2 or 3 extra minutes and you get a lot more flavor and even some more nutrients. Okay, in the back here is my frozen section. Now, they actually have, Costco has a lot of options in the freezer to buy, but we don't have that much freezer space, so I really have to kind of pick and choose what I want to go with. So today I bought 2 bags of frozen fruit. I got 1 of the organic mixed berries and then 1 of the frozen cherries. I love the frozen fruit. We use it for everything. Always goes into our smoothies. My kids love to just snack on it out of a bowl. They'll just say, hey, can I have some frozen fruit? And then just eat it out of a bowl. I personally love to take it, especially the cherries, and then mix them into some creamy Greek yogurt. And you just put them in there frozen and they're so yummy by the time, you know, within a couple minutes they start to defrost just a little bit. So it's cold and creamy and delicious. Or you can even boil it down on the stove with a little bit of honey and you make like a little fruit sauce that you could drizzle on top of pancakes or something in the morning. So frozen fruit is a great alternative, especially for the smoothies. I don't believe in using fresh berries for the smoothies because the berries are so expensive that it's really a waste, in my opinion, to use those beautiful fresh berries in your smoothies. If you're gonna use them for your smoothies, get the frozen berries. Not only is it more affordable, but it makes your smoothies rich and creamy. Okay, over here, the last thing I got from the freezer today was these Dr. Praeger Veggie Burgers. These are hands down my favorite veggie burgers that I've ever tried from a grocery store. What I like about them is that they're really veggie burgers. They're packed with veggies and you can taste them. You know, a lot of times when you buy veggie burgers, they have like a lot of the soy fillers or they try to make them taste like meat burgers. I'm not really digging that so much. I love these burgers because they really taste like a veggie burger. And what I'll do is I'll just, you know, put it into a pan with a little olive oil or coconut oil, get a nice crispy edge on both sides, and then sometimes I'll just eat it plain on a plate as is, or sometimes we'll make really delicious sandwiches out of them. We actually make one with Ezekiel bread, and then we'll do some smashed avocado and some bacon on top. So we take the veggie idea right out of there. We do a bacon veggie burger. But you can do it with however you want to do it. They're really, it's a great veggie burger. Okay, over to the front here, I have my Kerrygold's butter. This butter I love. It is a grass-fed pastured butter. Now, if you've never tried the grass-fed pasture butter, it's really worth trying because the flavor is so much better than plain old butter, and it is better for you because these cows are eating a natural diet. They're walking around eating grass where traditional butter, you know, they're being fed cow feed, whatever that is, corn and whatever else is in that mix. So not only is it not as good for you, but it doesn't taste as good. And I'm gonna just show you an example here because my mom, a lot of times on Sunday mornings, will come over and she brings bagels in the morning. And she's kind of, not the biggest fan of change, if you will. So she doesn't want to try my butter. So she makes me keep butter in the house for her. This is her butter. So I'm gonna show you the difference, right? So this is traditional butter. That's my mom's butter. And this is the Kerry's Gold butter. And you can see the Kerrygold butter is this rich, dark yellow, golden color. And this butter is white. So you tell me which one's gonna taste better. Okay, then back here I have the world's best popcorn. Now, sometimes Costco has this popcorn and sometimes they don't. So when I see it, I usually buy a couple of bags. I mean, the bag is huge. It's the Buddha Bowl popcorn, and listen to this ingredient list, my friends. Organic, non-GMO popcorn, coconut oil, and Himalayan sea salt. That is all that's in there, and the taste is insane. So I like to buy a couple bags of this. Again, it's great to put in a little baggie if we're on the go. And it's also great when my kids have friends over and everybody wants a snack and not everybody likes the same thing. I find everybody likes popcorn. So this is one of my favorite popcorns and I was happy to see it there because they don't always have it. Over here, I've got some jarred artichokes. It's just artichokes with some water, some oil, and some spices. They're easy, they're delicious. They're great chopped up and thrown into a salad. I personally love I keep them in the fridge, and then a lot of times if I'm cooking dinner and my kids want a snack like close to mealtime, I'll just give them some of these in a bowl. They both love them, and I'm happy with that. I'm like, good, you want to have a bowl of artichokes? We're all good in the hood. So that's that. And then over here is all the different canned fishes that I buy at Costco. That is one of my favorite things to buy there. I always stock up on my canned fish at Costco. So I have two types of tuna. I have one tuna, it's I think it's light tuna, and it's packed in olive oil. So it's just like a really flavorful, decadent tuna. I usually don't turn that into a salad or anything. I eat it very simply the way it is, either right out of the jar, or I'll just cut some raw veggies and mix it into the tuna. It doesn't need any mayo or yogurt or anything because it's in that olive oil. So it's really flavorful, really decadent, really delicious. Then I have good old-fashioned chunk light tuna, and that's the skipjack tuna. Remember, when you buy canned tuna, if you can, look for the skipjack tuna because it has the lowest mercury amount. So I find that to be a great find at Costco. Next to that, I have canned salmon. Now this is wild Alaskan salmon. When you are at Costco, you will see they have two different types of salmon. One is like pink farm-raised salmon, and one is the wild Alaskan salmon. If you look at that farm-raised salmon and you look at the ingredients, you'll see it has like artificial colorings in it. So you don't want that salmon. This one is the one you want. It's a wild salmon, and it's clean. And I think the great thing about this salmon is you'll see if you go to the grocery store and you want to buy fresh salmon and you're looking for wild salmon, or if you're looking for sockeyed salmon, it's pretty expensive. I mean, it can be $23, $24 a pound. So I feel buying it in the can like this, it's a really convenient, really affordable way to get those healthy fats into your diet, and it's insanely delicious. You can use it just the way you would tuna. Just make a simple salad out of it and you are good to go. Then I've got a few other cans of fish up here. I have some wild caught canned clams, and that I'll literally just use to make some linguine and clam sauce someday. That's just like a childhood favorite of mine, so I like to have them in the pantry for when I feel like whipping that one up. And I've got canned sardines and canned anchovies. Now the anchovies, we don't really eat straight up. What we will do with them is every couple weeks we order pizza, because you guys know here in New Jersey, pizza is for real, and my kids insist that we order it like every couple Friday nights, so that's what we do. And then what we'll do is we'll order it. Everybody in my house likes white pizza, so we get the white pizza, and then we order it with broccoli rabe and garlic, and we break out the anchovies and we put all of that on top of our pizza, and it's so good. Another thing you can do with anchovies is make a great Caesar salad dressing, or my favorite thing to do, dice them up really fine with some garlic, and then saute it in a little bit of olive oil. You'll see the anchovies will melt into the garlic and the oil, and then it makes this really great umami kind of depth of flavor, and you can saute any vegetable you want in there. A lot of people think anchovies are fishy, but they're not. They have a strong flavor, but it's really like a salty, earthy flavor. So I do recommend giving those a try. And then, where's that coming from? And then finally are the canned sardines. Canned sardines, another fish that is super good for you, loaded with healthy fats, insanely delicious, and they're great right out of the can, just like that. I know it sounds weird, but it is so good. They're also great with a little bit of vinegar and chopped onion on top, or just mixed into a salad. And I gotta tell you, both of my kids will eat canned sardines. So if you think that sardines are yucky or you wouldn't want to try them, they're really pretty mild. They're not as strong as people think they are, and they're so good for you, and they're so flavorful that I would love to encourage you to give them a try. So now I want to hear from you guys. Do you guys shop at Costco? And if you do, what are some of your favorite items that you buy there? Share it down in the comments below, because I really would love to hear what you guys like to get there. So this way, next time I'm at Costco, I can look for those items. So if you guys like this video and you want to see more of them, make sure to give me a big thumbs up and come on down in the comments below and let me know. And until then, I will see you guys next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Go?
No, wait. Ready, and